Dear Yelena, I know you must be confused and angry right now. I'm sorry. I know I asked you to meet me here today, and I left you a gift as a way to tell you that I truly want you back. And I'm sorry for the back and forth. Please give me a chance. We'll talk soon. Love, Anthony.
Tú preguntas de mí, siempre piensas en el pasado. Tú quieres saber si todavía me tienes sus manos. Recuerdas mi voz, extrañas mi piel. Nunca vas a olvidarme, vas a seguir escribiéndome. Quieres que yo vuelva contigo para seguir esa rumba. No más, no puedo con usted, no más. Para seguir esa rumba, Tú, una obsesión fatal, quería llevarme hasta el infierno. Qué dolor. Yo fui tu luz, tú mi oscuridad, maldita oscuridad. Nunca vas a olvidarme, vas a seguir destruyéndome. Quieres que yo vuelva contigo para seguir esa rumba. No más puedo con usted, no más para seguir esa rumba, ya se acaba. Para seguir esa rumba, para seguir, no puedo seguir con esta rumba, no más. Tú eres el amor de mi vida, no más. Adiós.
First off, two questions, important questions. Um, what is rumba, the phrase, word, or term, and or is this a true story?
So, okay, the first question I'll answer. So Rumba is like a Spanish dance, right? If you're familiar with like Latin dances, Rumba is one of them, like bachata, salsa, that type of thing, or merengue. Rumba pretty much is it based on a true story? Yes, it is. Um, the song came about well, it is based on a true story, but certain things were kind of just added. But long story short, the song itself is pretty much about someone that I was kind of like in a toxic relationship with. And the idea of the song is how, you know, so the reason why the song is titled Roomba is because I'm comparing the relationship to this dance. Because when you're dancing, you're kind of like, well, when it comes to this specific dance, you're going back and forth. So that's how I felt in that relationship. And so in the song, I'm pretty much, saying certain things that relate to how I felt when I was in the relationship. Like there was a certain part in the song. I know it's in Spanish, but there's a certain part in the song where I say, you know, yo era tu luz y tú era mi oscuridad. It's pretty much like saying I was your light and you were my darkness. And when I was dealing with that relationship, which was this past year, that's pretty much how I felt. Like, I was trying to be that person's light because, I know I have a light around me, but they were completely my darkness that overshadowed my light. So, so yeah. So to answer your question, yeah, it is.
So what made you really want to, put out a visual with it instead of just, putting the single out, and get people
hmm
that way? What made you want to go, let me get a short film going with this thing?
Yeah. Honestly, so for the longest time, I think ever since I even, connected with you, I've always wanted to do a music video. Like ever I started, my music career in a sense, ever since I started putting music out, I've always wanted to create a music video. I feel like music videos are always so nice because what I love about music videos is that they tell a story, right? So, most of the time they tell a story, depending on the artist and depending on the song, but majority of the time they tell a story. And for this one, I was like, I think it's time to create a music video because before the pandemic happened, that was something that I was planning to do, and then it just never happened. And then I strongly believe in, everything happens for a reason. So I just felt like right now was the perfect time to do it. And gratefully, everything, just fell into place and everything turned out the way I wanted it to turn out. And yeah,
It's definitely, yes, it's definitely a lovely feature. I love from the, the
thank
short
you.
aspect, and like I said, the whole everything. Like it really is mesmerizing, truly. But
Thank you.
so how did you get run into the director? What was his name? Chris or Rola?
Mhm.
What was the
Yeah, Chris.
Okay? Like how did you run into this guy? Like what made you choose him as a director?
So I connected with Chris because of my friend who also is an artist. His name is Skip to Dip. Me and him did a song together a while ago called Caribeña. And so he pretty much connected me to Chris, and Chris has done a lot of his music videos. And Chris is, he was a great, great, videographer, director. He is very talented. He's worked with a lot of other artists as well too, and does a lot of like, big stuff. So I just felt like, when I was talking to him about the idea that I had for the music video for Roomba, I felt like he was understanding my vision, and something was telling me like, okay, he's gonna make our vision like come true, come to reality.
Right.
So yeah, so that's pretty much what made me, choose him as my videographer, as the director. So
Yeah, I'm glad you did choose him. Like you said,
mm.
it definitely did come together well. Do you got any more plans in the works with him, or is this one time, kind of thing?
Yeah, so we actually do. I'm actually hoping. I haven't talked to a lot of people about this, but I'll announce it here. I'm actually hoping of creating a music video for Caribeña, which again is a song that I did with Skip to Dip. Or hopefully gonna start, planning things hopefully soon, sometime this year. I don't know when the video will come out, but I hopefully soon. So that's gonna be very exciting.
Right, right. Yeah, I definitely remember that song. So
Yeah.
definitely love, can't wait to see the visual go along with that.
hmm
And so what makes you, I guess, using these more Spanish, themed songs? Like, are you going to throw in an English song there, or is it just more so you just trying to focus on the Spanish side of, your music career?
Yeah, so as of right now, what I'm feeling and what I see has been working for me is that I feel that a lot of people love my Spanish songs, right? And I don't have that many music out, but I feel like for the most part, a lot of the songs that I've come out with have been, both languages, either Spanish or English or both together. And I know a lot of people like that, even those who don't speak Spanish or, non-speakers. So what I realized is that, you know, I'm very strong in the Spanish area, but I'm also good in the English area. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna continue definitely releasing more music in Spanish, but I will also have a balance of Spanish and English. So kind of release music in English here and there, and then release more music in Spanish. Because right now I currently see myself as a Latin R&B soul artist.
Okay.
So
Okay. Makes sense. Got you. Makes sense. Loud and clear.
yeah.
And going back to the video, I was just curious. Since it's being your first, video, major video, or whatnot, was there any nerves or anything, something you didn't expect to go? Was it hard to, act, I guess, or whatnot? Like,
I wasn't nervous, but I definitely kind of was just very stressed about how everything was going to come about. It being my first music video, I really wanted everything to come out so good. I was hoping, I kept thinking to myself, like, oh, are people going to, understand the story? Are they going to like the idea? Like, what are people going to think? Like, all those thoughts kind of came through my head, especially the day that we filmed it. But again, I trusted Chris and I felt like him and I were on the same, we had the same mindset. So I wasn't worried that the video wasn't going to come out good, but I was definitely nervous because I was just like, this is my first music video ever. Obviously, there's going to be more, but it being my first, this one has to be great. This one has to create some sort of attention, because this is just the start. This is just the beginning. So yeah.
yeah, I definitely agree with that. You always want, the first one to be very special. That's your baby.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. Exactly.
I agree. So where was it filmed? I seen you had the beach in the background, and kind of it was like reminiscent of Italy almost or something.
Hmm. Yes. So we filmed it obviously here in Mass. We filmed it in this place called Revere. It's a town, a city, well, yeah, a town I would say in Massachusetts. And we were mostly filming at the beach, so Revere Beach. And right across from the beach, one of the restaurants that we were at was called Antonia's restaurant, which is super, super nice. If you guys ever come to Mass, definitely go to the restaurant. They're really, really good. And yeah, we filmed most of the scene, as you can tell, in the restaurant. And then the other, half of the scene was filmed at the beach. So.
Yeah, I didn't even know they had beaches out there in Massachusetts.
Yeah, we do. We do. They're not as extravagant as other beaches, but we do. We do.
I mean, hey, a beach is a beach at this point.
Right.
So was it a lot of like onlookers? Were people like, who is this girl getting filmed? And was there any kind of crowd speculation?
There wasn't really a crowd, but there was definitely some people looking as they would walk by and stuff, especially when we are in the beach scene. Same at the restaurant too. Some people would be looking and everything, probably wondering what's going on. But yeah.
That kind of stuff don't it like affect you, like as like throw you off a little bit.
Like there's like a second where I'm like, oh my God, there's people staring. But then I don't know, I just kind of push it away and I'm like, you know what? We're doing something right now. And then I'm like, oh, it doesn't matter. Like, it does not matter. We're actually doing this right now. It doesn't matter. It's gonna happen. Like I do photo shoots, like I model, so it's kind of the same thing too when I'm modeling
Oh,
out in the street. So it's kind of, it is what it is. I try not to stress about it because, I know people who definitely would be like, oh my God, there's people looking, but it is what it is. There's nothing you can do. People
yeah,
are gonna look.
yeah, yeah. I definitely yeah. That was one of my first hard things because I was just like, look at that, like look at.
Hmm.
So yeah, definitely yeah, it do throw you off. But you like you said, you definitely accustomed to it, and once you focus on the task at hand, you definitely like just subsides.
Yeah, exactly.
So can you like picture yourself like being like acting and being in front of like a camera as far as like a film kind of way? I'm just kind of curious.
Honestly, so when I was young, I actually was in two modeling schools. One of them was when I was younger, when I lived in Florida. I think I was about like 8 or 9. And when I was in that modeling, and it's also was an acting school. When I was in modeling and acting school, I at the time preferred acting over modeling because I was very shy, which I don't know, it makes no sense. But I guess at that time I wasn't really like ready to do photo shoots or whatever. But I didn't mind acting. And then as I got older, started get more into it, started taking more acting classes and stuff. But when it comes to acting, I don't mind doing it. Like I don't mind freestyling, what I did obviously in the music video, but when it comes to like having to memorizing a whole script, yeah, I can't do that. I don't think I can. So I don't if anyone would ever ask me to be in a movie or in a show, like let me do my own thing, please, because I don't think I'll be able to memorize the lines. Like sometimes with music, I not that I forget my lyrics, but I do remember one specific time I was performing and I almost forgot them,
Well,
and no one obviously could tell. So, so it's just I don't know. I think that would be a whole nother level, and yeah, too much.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I agree. I agree. Just more so curious. Yeah, I definitely, like you say, remembering lines and all that. Yeah, it's too.
Yeah.
I just have to play myself. Like that's all I could do.
Hmm. Exactly, exactly. I'd rather be like a cameo or something and do my
Right,
own thing.
right,
So,
exactly. So, I guess before we wrap it up, I know you said you got the Caponera with the
caribeña,
Catabrina. Okay.
caribeña. Hmm.
So you do you have anything else? Any other singles you want people to watch out for? Any other
Yes.
collaborations?
Yeah, so right now I'm currently working on one single. It's definitely Spanish type of style. The title of the song, I'll say it, it's gonna be called Diabla. So the devil. So I'm still working on that, and right now I'm actually working on my EP, which I'm super excited about. Hopefully it's gonna be dropping sometime in the fall or winter.
Okay.
Hopefully about before the end of the year. But and there's definitely gonna be more visuals coming as well soon. And I'm gonna still as next month comes up, I'm gonna be planning a lot of content. So like when I'm not releasing, I'm still having things on Instagram. I'm now on TikTok. So I'm trying to put stuff on there too and just, continue to promote Roomba while I work on, behind the scenes type of thing. So,
Okay. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, it seems like you got a full slate lined up for
yeah,
this year. I mean, that's a good
yeah.
as an artist. You want to have, content. You want fans to be able to, stay up to date with, what you got going on. So I definitely salute you and commend you on that now.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Yeah, anything else you want to say before we get out of here?
Um, no, I just wanted to say, thank you so much for the support. I really do appreciate it. Um, I know someday when hopefully I'm at the Grammys or I win an award of some sort, I'll definitely remember all of this because, this is definitely not easy for those who are artists themselves or creatives. Biggest thing to keep reminding yourself just to keep going. Obviously don't give up as, as redundant as that may sound, but literally like, me, I'm the type of person where I know that I was meant to do music. I do have a purpose in this on this earth. And that's why, I'm really just trying to work as hard as I can to fulfill it, but for anyone that's in the same position or has doubts, just to keep going, to not stop, because I know right now, there's a lot of things happening in the world. And overall, I think the biggest thing is just to remember to be grateful for what you have. And so that's why I'm really grateful for you interviewing me. Again, it
Yes.
was, this is, much appreciated. I'm really grateful for this. And, everyone else, thank you for the support. Please continue to, keep a lookout for more music that I put out and keep showing love to the current music that I have and music video that I have right now. So thank you.
Yes. Yes. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully, we'll talk to each other again soon and for the world to see.
Of course, of course. Yes. Thank you.